In this video, we are breaking down Euro USD and GBP USD, the two pairs I forecasted this week. We will review how they played out, what could have been done better, and I walk you through the trades I took step by step. Let's see what the charts taught us this week. As you can see here, price broke Asian low. This is break of structure, leaving a valid supply. While price was retracing, it broke a swing high, confirming we also have a demand below. Let's go to 1 minute. On 1 minute after mitigation, we had our change of character, but price did not come back to mitigate my entry zone. Instead, it left another zone. I would have set limit order, but NY was so close. I was expecting New York trap, spiking price to the upside like a typical day of NY. I have seen many times trade like this. A session opens, price spikes up or down. It will induce you, take you out before going to your direction. So it was better for me to let this one go. Let's see what we have missed here. Entry below this candle. Stop loss above it. I would have targeted somewhere maybe around here. Or maybe until this demand. First, I would have partial at 3R, then target this demand. Anyways, let's continue. Let's go to the next day, Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have a change of character. Price retraces back to supply, leaving behind a nice build up. As you can see here, supply was mitigated before London opened, so I knew when London opens, there will be a nasty trap and it will induce to the wrong side before going to the right direction. Let's go to 1 minute. What happened here is the liquidity sweep after London opened, then I got my first change of character here. One thing was turning me off even though I risked it, because we had liquidity sweep, is that double top here. This is considered equal high or liquidity. It was above my entry level. Anyways, we had here multiple entries, multiple chances to enter. As you can see, the first break of structure, this is not short, it is break of structure. We had another break structure here. So my target was the opposite zone, this demand, but there was a news nearby when NY opened, so I closed it early, only netting 7R. Let's go to the next day. On Wednesday, as you can see here, this demand was messy. I think I FOMO'd in this one. We have here higher high, higher low structure. Break of structure, price went up, retraced back to demand. I checked EDM, it indicated that this demand won't hold. I don't know why I entered. Anyways, let's go to 1 minute. If bias is wrong, nothing much to say about entry. As you can see, my first loss of the week. On Thursday and Friday, nothing much happened. Let me show you. We have here our break of structure. Price was making low, lower high, lower low. This was another supply. I was not expecting it to hit the same day. Anyways, when London opened, almost mitigated the demand. New York opened, there was news, looked at the demand, so this was ruined. No entry or no setup. Friday was simpler, but no setup also. Demand, break of structure, price came higher high, higher low, higher high, broke structure again. Was expecting price to come back, never came back. Came back after London close. As you can see, this demand was broken. Let's go to GBP USD. On Monday, GBP USD, we had our first break of structure. Maybe here. Price is doing lower low, lower high, lower low. This is a swing high too, lower high, lower low. So our supply was this one. You could say there was supply over here too, except that this supply was broken with impulsive move at London open. So this swing high was not really broken, as you can see here. So this demand was not valid until here. After London close, demand was violated. So no reason to market. Anyways, let's go to 1 minute and see what happened here. Well, I believe this was actually my first loss on Monday. GBP USD, I have forgot about it. This was a valid loss, so there's nothing much to say about it. Anyways, in price, after I lost, price did not break the supply. So I went to look for another trade. I partialed at 3R. I was targeting around here. Same take profit as my previous trade. Anyways, Let's move on to the next day, Tuesday. I like GBP USD so much. Very simple structure, price action. This is our break structure. Price was trickling down, meet another break structure here. So this one was valid demand. This was also break structure, another valid demand. I was focusing this supply. After mitigation, first hour of London open, I was waiting for charge. Let me show you on 1 minute. As you can see, this is not really a charge. Price was struggling to break this low, first of all. And second, we had here double top or equal highs. So naturally, you would think that this equal high or double top would be taken out. We had here another break of structure, except that the timing was very near 6:30 is a manipulation time. So I missed this one. As you can see, entry soon would have been here. Stop loss above the wicks, so you don't want to be wicked out. TP around here, maybe 5R or the next demand. If you think this demand would be broken, this would have needed maybe 8R or maybe not. As you can see, music 3R or 5R. Maybe let me see. Yeah, 4 hours. Let's go to the next day. On Wednesday, price was much simpler. I was looking for this demand, but price has created another demand. Let me mark this break of structure, confirming this demand. We had here another break of structure. Oh, this demand it had no imbalance. That's why I skipped it, because there was no demand. There was no imbalance over here. Anyways, there was no supply. Price broke the demand. Let's move on. On Thursday, we had break of structure here. This is our valid demand. Price was trickling down, making low, lower high, lower low, lower high, until it mitigated the demand. After mitigation of this demand, price went up to mitigate this supply. We had here break of structure, another demand here. Let's go to 1 minute. I will show you why I did not enter any of this. As you can see on 1 minute Thursday, this demand was mitigated before London open. We had here our first charge. As you can see, price came back mitigated before London open. Price then went up. I was expecting this swing low to be used as a liquidity sweep. My thought process was the price would come back and take this low, but it didn't. Price went up, mitigated the supply. The first charge happened here. There was a lot of, as you can see, liquidity above the zone. Price was creating build up of liquidity, so I had my doubts. This new demand, our charge happened here. There was one thing it turned me off, and that was the New York Open. There was gonna be trap inducement. As you can see, it did happen. It took this low or entry zone. You can call this one also a smart money trap. Anyway, price wicked down, then broke structure again. There was no valid demand here, except here with the imbalance. Price took too long, more than 1 hour. It never came back. You can argue and say there was another demand here, except that price never came back also. Anyways, let's move on to the next day. The last day, Friday, same thing happened. Break of structure, price came back, mitigated demand before London open. Price went up, left no demand. Then after the London close, came back, broke both demands. So the day ended like that. If you found this helpful, make sure you are inside the Telegram. That's where I share daily forecast and deeper insight. And if you are serious about mastering this approach, the ebook breaks everything down with the structure, checklist, and real examples. Links are below. I'll see you there.